But if you don't have the, whose dogs are these? What? Can you guys see them? Hold on, let me pull it forward. You see those dogs right there? Where the fuck are they? What? You see that shit? They're just chilling there, bro. No one outside either. Interesting. I don't know if you guys realize, but this is the second to last leg day on the cut, which means one more of these low calorie, just low energy leg days, and then it's gonna get serious. I don't think you guys are ready for this. I don't think you guys are fully aware of just what's about to happen next week. Let me get my ice cubes for my pre-workout. But yeah, next week we're getting serious. Next week we're gonna start making gains. Finally. God, it's been so long. I mean, I started this cut in April. And that I went from eating 4,000 calories a day to eating around 3,000. And I lost I went from 230 to 218, I wanna say, in about a month and a half. You know, I was going for 1 pound a week. I lost a little bit more. So that was good progress right there. And then I had this, the long story, for about a month over the summer, I was just like completely unable to diet or to train how I wanted. So that was a bit of a setback. But then we got back, and at the start of these videos, I was weighing in around 212, and now this morning I weighed in under 204, like 203.6 or something like that. So we're getting there. But the point is, I haven't bulked since spring. So I'm excited. I am very excited, because as nice as seeing striations and definition and abs and a smaller waist, you know, I'm a tall guy, so I have wider hips, so you know my waist can only get so small. But that's genetics, so fucking cares, that doesn't count. But I'm ready to start putting on muscle again, you know. And what I'm excited about this year is that at the start of last year's bulk, back in January, I weighed probably the same as what I weigh now, with zero muscle, with way more body fat. I was probably like 18% body, maybe like 17% body fat, because I had previously taken like 2 years off of the gym. And before that, I had trained for 2 years, but like in a bullshit manner, you know, just 3 days a week, not tracking my calories, not eating anything at all. You know, I still made gains, you know, I ended up deadlifting 4 plates, benching 235 and squatting 385 by like the end of my first full year and a half, I'd say. But then after that, I took like 2 years off, completely nothing. I mean, COVID and school, I was being a bitch is what it was. Then at the start of 2022, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going 6 days a week. I'm gonna be tracking my calories, and that's what I did. But obviously I didn't know anything, so I didn't start tracking my calories till April. I didn't start doing 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight till like June. This is last June, so pretty much most of my bulk I was just doing who fucking knows what, just going to the gym, doing whatever. But this year we're gonna be creatined up. We're gonna know how to actually train a little more. Obviously, I don't know nearly everything there is to know, because nobody knows that. Every year you learn more and more. It's part of learning, you know? Start off here, you get here, here, here. I'm sure next year I'll be looking back at this thinking I knew absolutely nothing, and that's totally okay. But I'm gonna be doing cardio too. I'm gonna be doing cardio on this bulk. I'm gonna be eating better. So I'm hopefully not gonna put on as much body fat, and I'm still gonna see the muscle gains. But yeah, I'm gonna make this pre-workout, and let's actually get that right now. Yesterday, for those of you who watched, I only did half a scoop. Didn't feel shit. So I'm gonna do a full scoop. I only did half a scoop because, you know, I'd never taken pre-workout before yesterday, and I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. I was a little nervy. But yeah, we're gonna go with a full scoop today. That's about a full scoop, I think. Dump that in there. Close her back up. And yeah, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna start drinking this now, and then I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, this right here will be the final test of strength for the cut. Let's see where we're sitting at. All right, last time I got this for 4. During the bulk, I get this for probably like 8 or 9. So let's see what we're rocking with. Not bad. Oh, 1 more than last time. 4 more than the bulk, or 4 less than the bulk. I'm gonna drop the weight on the next set and try and get a little more reps in. We're done here. Leg extension time. All right, we're probably gonna do 3 sets here. My quads are pretty fried already from hack squatting, so I'm gonna do these. Last time I did the full stack and I held it, and that burned really nice, but my legs might be a little too fried after hack squatting to do that this time around, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I did a rest pause there after that. It felt really nice. Well, it felt horrible, but it felt amazing. Oh my God. I don't know if I can get up now. Oh shit. we're gonna finish off with like 5 sets of hamstring curls. I decided to only do 2 sets on the leg extension just because my legs were fried and there was somebody waiting for it, so I didn't want to make them wait too long. Taking my wrist away a little bit. Kind of squeeze my balls there. All right, that was a pretty solid leg day, not gonna lie. Legs are as pumped as, well, they're not actually insanely pumped or anything, but feel nice. Quad pump is obviously starting to go away a little bit because I did quads at the start of the workout, but hamstrings are sufficiently pumped as well. That was a shorter workout just because I really kind of gassed myself on the hack squat, and I felt satisfied with how that went. I cut some of the sets from the just recording because there were a lot of people there, and I mean, with accessory movements like leg extensions and hamstring curl, you kind of get the idea there with just the first one. So, oh, my ears like popped. All right, enough talking. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Is there a way to not have this be like that? There we go. Stand here maybe? Yeah, that's probably better. My legs would probably look a lot bigger if I shaved them, but I'm not gonna do that. So this is as big as they're gonna look before the next bulk. A little hammy action. I don't really know how to flex those just by themselves, but yeah, that was the second to last leg day. Overall, pretty solid. Next leg day, it's gonna be the last. Obviously, that's how these things work. Can't have second to last if the one after doesn't last. Oh, for some reason my ear's like ringing, right? Not like ringing, but it's like, feels like it's rattling when I'm talking. Very interesting sensation. But pre-workout, I wouldn't say I didn't feel anything. Did feel like a good workout. Did feel a little more of a pump, I think. But as far as the caffeine, like I said, there's not a lot of caffeine in it to begin with, so it was just like drinking a cup of coffee. So I didn't have an insane energy boost. But did feel decent. Did feel pretty good. I didn't get any itch or anything from the beta-alanine, which, I mean, I guess, whatever. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go do my cardio. Should I do a, let's do a physique check-in. I woke up this morning weighing under 204, which is, I was plateauing in weight a little bit. I'm pretty sure because I'm nearing the end of my creatine, not loading, but like I'm nearly on 4 weeks of creatine, so it's nearly fully saturated in my muscles, and I think the increase in water retention kind of counteracted my my weight loss, so it kind of led to a plateau in my weight. But anyway, yeah, this is new lowest weigh-in as of this morning, like 203.5, 203.6, something like that. Okay, enough of this. I need to go do my cardio, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the car. Man, I'll tell you what, there's something about training legs heavy that makes them just fucking burn. Oh, fuck. More than any other way of training legs. Like, after my last leg day, after Saturday, my legs were sore up until yesterday. Today's Wednesday. So, and they haven't been that sore from legs since the last time I did heavy hack squats. The hack squat's probably no, probably. It is my favorite leg machine. If your gym doesn't have a hack squat, and I'm sorry for you, because you're missing out on some serious hack squat action. But then again, maybe the hack squat doesn't work as well for you. The way the stop sign at this intersection works is so stupid. But what was I saying? Yeah, maybe the hack squat doesn't work as well for you. And that's totally fine. I mean, different, like I say every video, different people are going to respond differently to different exercises, and there's not one size fits all exercise. You know, just because I like hack squatting and hack squatting feels good for me, and I see results from hack squatting, doesn't mean that you'll be the same. That's not to say that you shouldn't try new things. Of course, obviously, trying new things, definitely, that's how you figure out what works for you and what doesn't, you know? Because I went like an entire year. I didn't even touch the hack squat until like maybe December of last year. And after I used it, I mean, it wasn't like love at first use, you know, but I used it and I kept using it. And eventually, when I would like do one day where I do heavy barbell squats and the next day I do heavy hack squats instead. Because before I would squat and then I would go do hack squats. So I was like, oh. But once I started off my workouts with a hack squat, I mean, it kills you. I like it. Definitely that and the leg extension are the top two machines for me in general. Top two machines for any body part. But yeah, heavy squatting really just, you know, it just fucking burns the day after. It causes major soreness. I got off the treadmill after doing my cardio just now. I nearly fell over. My legs are absolutely fried. And I mean, all I did, I didn't do crazy volume. I did 3 sets of heavy hack squat and 2 sets of heavy leg extension, and that was it. Whereas if I would have done like Smith machine squat, I could have done 5 sets of Smith machine squat and like, you know, done higher reps and like made it burn, and then done another 3 sets or 4 sets of leg extension, and my legs wouldn't be as murdered as they are now, you know? I just, for me, legs, they feel more like violated after doing fewer sets with heavier weight. And that's not to say that I'm doing only like 1, 2, 3, 4 reps. You know, the first set was a little bit of a cheese set. I probably, the only reason I did it was to like kind of test where my strength was at this stage in the cut right before I started bulking. I got 5. I maybe could have gotten 1 more, but I got 5, which isn't, 5 is probably like the fence between hypertrophy and strength training, in my opinion at least. Because anything below 5, you're not really going to feel that much of a burn. I mean, you can. Like I said, it all depends on the person. But for me, below 5, you're kind of going for strength. Above 5, you're going for more hypertrophy. Ooh, almost lost you guys. Above 5 and below 15. I'd say between 5 and 15 is generally a good rep range for me if I'm doing hypertrophy training. But in general, when I do my lifts, especially while bulking, I like to start off with a heavy compound lift, be it squat, hack squat. I don't really leg press just because it's kind of inconvenient, because I'd have to load up so many plates on the leg press, and I don't want to do single leg. So I kind of avoid it. Plus, I don't like the movement as much, and the leg press that we have at this gym isn't like the best leg press in the world. So I do the movements that I enjoy. But, you know, squat, hack squat, maybe Smith machine squat, you know, just depends on what I'm feeling that day. Or if I'm doing chest, then we'll do bench, dumbbell bench, incline dumbbell bench, Smith machine bench. You know, you start off with the heavy compound, and then after that, I move on to the accessories where I focus more on the squeeze, and I do more controlled reps, and I kind of increase the rep range a little bit. On the compound, I'm all right doing, if I'm trying to gain strength, I'm all right doing 3. Like when I'm bulking, I'm all right. I'm fine doing 3 reps on like my first set, maybe just to to work a little bit of strength, because strength is important in bodybuilding. It's not all just about low weight, high reps. You gotta get some high weight, low reps just to increase your strength, because strength and muscle size, they're correlated. It's not like if you train for strength, you're not going to put on any muscle or vice versa. But strength is beneficial when hypertrophy training. Jesus, you guys are on the move. But yeah, I would start with a heavy compound lift, depending on the day. If I already did like a really heavy set, like on a really heavy day, the following day in the week I probably won't go as heavy. But if it is a heavy day, I'll start off with, let's say it's chest day, maybe three reps, between 3 for the compound lift. I generally do between 3 to 10, 12, around there. And then when I move to the accessories, like the leg extension or the chest fly or lat pullovers, then I increase it to be between 6 and 12. I think that's a better rep range for doing that, because you're isolating the muscle. When you're doing your compound lift, it's called compound because you're using more than one muscle. It's not if you're benching, you're not completely isolating your chest. You're using your chest, you're using your front delts, you're using your triceps, you're stabilizing yourself with your back. There's a whole bunch of muscles that go into it. Versus if you're doing a machine press, like a hammer strength iso press, you're still going to get some front delt action, but the goal of that machine, or a chest fly is probably a better example, the goal of that is to isolate your chest as much as possible and get as little involvement from the other muscles. So, yeah, long story short, for compound lifts, between 3 and 12 reps, generally. I don't really like to do only 3 though. If I'm gonna be, I maybe throw those in twice a month, maybe a little more. I mean, depends on how I'm feeling. But for everything else, it's between 6 and 12 reps is what I like to work in. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, for legs, doing those heavy hack squats really is just, it fries my legs. It's because it's heavy weight, and since it's on a machine, I can go closer to failure. I really need to start like just completely failing on those, because I don't know why I'm such a bitch and I don't like just collapse on the fucking machine. It's gonna catch me, I'm not gonna just get stuck under it. It's just something I need to overcome mentally, but I'll get there. But I like that machine because I can train to literal failure, unless I'm being a pussy like I was just now, and I can really just crank out reps that I wouldn't otherwise do if I was barbell squatting, just because of the danger of training super close to failure on barbell, or training to failure on barbell squats. Like, you can, and you can bail, but if you don't have the, whose dogs are these? What? Can you guys see them? Hold on, let me pull up forward. You see those dogs right there? Where the fuck are they? What? You see that shit? They're just chilling there, bro. No one outside either. Interesting. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have picked up the camera. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, but well, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, you need to be, like, the risk when barbell squatting to failure is far higher than when you're hack squatting, because if you get to failure and you don't know what you're doing, you can really injure yourself when you're barbell squatting. There is a way to do it safely, but like I said, if you're not trained at it, then it is dangerous. Versus on the hack squat, pretty much anyone can go to failure. But it allows me to crank out those last few reps with heavy weight, and it really just fries my quads, and I love it. But yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it, I would say. Yeah. Overall, very successful leg day. And yeah, I think I'm done here. I'm gonna go cook my food, record it, because I'm doing a full day of eating video today, which is gonna be up sometime later this week, probably like Sunday or something. And yeah, I'm gonna go do homework and shit, because that's what I gotta do every day, is an egregious amount of homework. And yeah, that's the rest of my day. All right, enough talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, it's chest day tomorrow. Let's go. That's awesome. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.